TPK refurbishment was originally triggered from a meeting we had with Murray McLeod when we first took over the building.
Well, it's all started when we come to our rent review and I went to our property manager, Satish.
And we asked him, how's it going, how's the building going? And he said, well, not well. And I said, well, what's wrong? And he said, well, how long have you got?
We want a few upgrades, air conditioning, a bit of lighting because we had dark ceilings and everything like that.
So we then embarked on a refurbishment program to provide a better, superior interior environment for them to work in.
It wasn't just a Argosy-led project, it was actually a combined project. Of course, Argosy were picking up the bill, which is cool, but I was in all the project meetings and everything like that, so we worked together to try and come up with the outcome.
Energy efficiency was our main goal, given the nature of the refurbishment, which involved replacing a lot of the capital plant in the building.
There's always a challenge working with an existing building. You have to work with what you've got, which is fairly obvious when you say it like that. We've got the existing building fabric, which is obviously the facade. It's just straight concrete, uninsulated. We've got single glazed windows and these really nice frames, but they're not particularly efficient thermally. The windows are quite small, so they don't let in a lot of daylight. We can't necessarily use that natural light on a lot of the floors. There was an entirely new central air conditioning system, boilers, all the new ceilings went in. That includes new LED lighting, which is obviously much more efficient than fluorescent lighting. And all of even the lighting and the fan coil units were all linked to occupancy sensors. So that meant they only run when they're needed, when there's people around. So obviously that saves energy, but it also means that they are much more responsive to what people want. I suppose it's called a demand-based control. So it was basically all of that sort of stuff, just all added up to make it quite an efficient building.
The difference from the old to the new for our staff is chalk and cheese really. Lighter, aircon was working fine and everything like that, and no one would ring me to say, my aircon's not working, everything like that.
The temperature control just seems to get the right temperature for us.
We carried out a survey of the tenants. The staff sort of responded to a survey and we got some really good results actually. The building sits in sort of the top 20% of buildings in New Zealand. Yeah, we're quite happy. So after the work was finished, I carried out a NABERS New Zealand assessment and the building got 4 stars, which is a pretty good result for an existing heritage building.
Currently got a 4-star NABERS rating. Hopefully that'll get better. And we're also wanting to spread the word amongst other government organisations. You can do it.
NABERSNZ, to us as a company, allows us to benchmark our properties to a standard that's easy for people to understand. It's just like the Energy Star for a TV. And the way we look at it, it gives us a benchmark to show that we're walking the talk and that we've actually got active management. We are using best practice. And it allows us to compare our buildings to other people's buildings with similar systems and know if we're on the right track.
End result has been a big savings for the organisation. We've saved up to $80,000 a year, over the last 3 years, and it's slowly going to get better and better as we get more efficient.
For us as a landlord, we have got a building that has a low energy cost to run. The benefits for the tenant is that we've given them a superior working environment. So we've given them the equivalent of a new building, but in an existing building. From an asset point of view, we've stabilised the asset in terms of value. We got approximately a $7 million uplift in value for spending around $3 million, and it just made sense.
It's all come about because the tenant, Te Puna and the landlord Argosy were very collaborative in their approach to what they wanted from the building. And I think that's probably an idea which needs to spread. There's no reason why any other tenant couldn't see the same benefits.